calming. And on that note, welcome to the Blood Prison Shakedown. I'm Vic. I run Blood Prison. We do a podcast like everybody else does. That's what we like to do around here is have fun. And we're going to have fun today because I got my zone leader from the basement, Allison, and my reigning actor of the year, probably, was that 2 years in a row now?
2 in a row.
2 in a row. Matt.
Yep.
Squish.
We'll
start with that. So we were talking earlier. I'm like, what? Why do we call him Squish? I don't think I was a part of that. So how does that come about? That's the thing. Actors always have different names. Like I'm Matt, Squish, or Megan was Hatchet.
Mine's Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy. We had Flaps in here a couple weeks ago. So where did Squish come from?
Jen gave it to me. She just said it came from Finding Nemo. He'll be my Squishy and he will be mine.
Oh my gosh!
And so ever since then I've been Squish.
She just claims everything.
She did.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
Did she pee on you?
Not yet.
I've seen her do that to other people, so you're lucky. That was so good. Yeah. Anyways, we have a prop we had a prop downstairs. The rat, and then it got a name. I'm like, it's just the rat. No, it's Templeton. Yeah. And then we had the Hellhound, Bruiser. I'm like, why don't we just call it Killer or Spike? Like the old Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? It's the names we're getting. So Allison's been with us, goddamn, for I don't know. It's been 10 years. She's like seasoned. Is that okay to say about a woman? She's seasoned.
You're gonna say she's
cool with that?
She's well seasoned.
Oh, there you go.
Like a steak.
Yeah. And Squish, how long have you been here? 3?
This will be my 4th season.
4th season.
Yep.
See, we get some longevity out of people. It makes it so much better.
Yeah.
So Allison, let's remind me because I don't remember. When you started 10 years ago, where were you at? First scene.
It was called Chainsaw Alley.
Chainsaw Alley. God.
It was over in East. And
oh, yes.
We had nothing. And it was another actor and myself in that hallway. And by hallway, I mean the entire cell block.
Yeah.
And a chainsaw. That was it.
That was it. I think we had... we had those hanging bodies on those things.
Not the first year.
I'm pretty sure we did. Mm-mm. Maybe it was on the other side.
We didn't even have padding on the poles.
No, we didn't.
The lady ran straight face first.
I remember that.
One,
yes.
Busted her whole forehead open.
Yeah, it was like a big just, and she's just, I was in the mini bullpen. She comes in. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm getting sued. You know what I mean? But she was fine.
I was in East until I became the basement zone leader.
Yeah. When was that? So that would have been 5 years ago?
So up till 2017, I was in East, which was when it became Zombie Mosh Pit and transitioned, and I was there. And then I missed 2018 because I was...
Oh, that's right.
I was, as you call it, knocked up.
She was knocked up.
He called me knocked up for an entire season.
Yep.
And then...
Shoe fits.
It fit, yeah.
Yeah.
I came back and was a zone leader for the basement, and that's...
So 2019.
2019 was when I became zone leader.
Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. So the east cell block to the basement, what was that transition like?
I went from being cold all the time to being absolutely warm all the time.
Yeah.
Like the cell blocks are so cold, and the basement, there's never... When people are like, I'm cold in the basement, I said, you're lying.
Yeah.
Because that's like the hottest spot in the whole...
Yeah.
Very warm.
It is. And you're right at the end.
Yep.
And you were the butcher guy for a hot minute.
I was the butcher for my first season.
Yeah. Yep. And then we changed that room out totally.
Yep.
And now you're kind of the mutant chainsaw wielding crazy bastard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's his character name now.
We'll have to mention that he's had nicknames for each season as to what his character was.
Yeah?
His first season, he was Booty Short Butcher.
Booty shorts?
Yeah, I wore short shorts coming in because I knew I was going to be hot.
Yeah.
I had to wear a costume, so I was like, I got to wear short shorts. And Booty Short Butcher was born.
Jeez.
Yep.
And then it became Squishy Daddy.
That was the first year I got squishy. And then I became
Daddy. He was wearing those shorts and his nuts were squishing out the side.
That's right.
It happens,
To the best of us.
Exactly. Yeah, the basement has we're refreshing some things down there. You know what I mean? So it's probably we're not changing the rooms, but we're updating them. So the infirmary's still the infirmary, but we've got some really cool shit in there. And same with cryo. Cryo is actually bigger now, if you can imagine that.
Okay.
Yeah. If we got time, maybe I'll run down. When we're done, I'll take you down and show you.
It always throws me off when you change my haunt path because I get so used to going a specific way, and the next thing you know, I'm running into walls because I forget that they're there.
The path is the same. That hasn't really changed. Just some things in the room. You know, the layout a little bit. I mean, well, not the layout, but like the set decking in the room, the set dressing has changed. You know, to kind of liven up a little bit.
Yeah.
But your room is still the same, basically.
Darn it.
It's too new. We're not going to change that one yet.
I know.
That one and the torture room are all the same. And I think, well, the boiler room, there's a different thing there. We took the fat guy out, put a whole new scene in. That's not done yet, but it's going to be cool. And then the hallway after where Bruiser was. Bruiser's gone.
I heard about that.
Yeah, sold him off. No actor needed back there anymore.
Nice.
We got a new thing coming there. And then that closet is going to be changed. We were going to do a two-way mirror thing, but we might do something different. Well, we are going to do something different. But I'll keep you apprised of that one.
Listen, it's when you put new animatronics in that gets me.
Yeah. No, well, there'll be a new one in the cryo room. We're putting an animatronic in there.
Is it motion sensor?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that can always change. Like we can rig that so the actor can set it off, or it can be like the one in the lab is actor control.
Yeah.
There's a button. There's a button on there.
For someone who works in a haunted house, they catch me off guard a lot, so they hear me scream all the time.
Yeah, you and Candy. Yeah. Why is that?
Like legit scary.
Especially you. You've been here this long.
Legit scary stuff doesn't jump scares every time get me. Like we've went
You
to
don't like chainsaws either.
Not usually. I mean, I'm okay. But we've been to different haunted houses, like other places together. Yeah. Like if it's like truly like scary, like actor centric, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. We went to the Lights Out at I think Chippewa, and they were jump scares the whole time. I screamed the whole time. Like it was just it. And even at my normal job, if someone like doesn't even sneak up, walks up to me and catches me off guard, I scream.
Yeah, that's funny. You're like there's people here that do that, like you and Candy, because we went to Fear Columbus and we did the laser tag thing, which is a lot of fun. I don't think they do it anymore.
We did it with I think it was Candy,
Jen
and George one time.
Yeah,
it was the first time Candy had ever been to a haunted house other than ours. It was great.
Yeah, I remember like kind of leading the pack, and I'm just trying to shoot everything, but I just kept hearing behind me, oh, and I'm sitting there just like oh, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I turn around and look, it's Candy, just like oh, and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? You're making us look bad. Gosh. So yeah,
our actors get us pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's because they know us or what, but her and I, the first couple, like the first weekend, that's the most exciting for her and I because we don't know what everybody's gonna do, where they're gonna be, and it's rough.
Well, you guys are what they call easy. I mean, easy
you are
to
easy
scare.
Yeah, you're easy targets.
It's easy target. Thank you.
Easy target.
But we're on a roll on that one today, aren't we?
I see that. Is what it is.
Yeah, you guys are easy targets to scare. There we go. That sounds better.
I mean, it boosts the morale of the actors too because they see that they can scare us, and I mean, sometimes you play into it, and other times no, that's not me playing into it. That's me. No, get away.
Yeah. So we have the annual Halloween convention coming up called Trans World that we're going to. Mm-hmm. Allison is not going.
I know.
Because she's bailing this year.
I can't help it.
You can. I don't remember why you're not going, but
I have to keep my vacation at work because my son has doctor's appointments that I have to go to.
Oh, gotcha.
Kids, work, those non-priorities.
We talked about that. I can't remember which one we talked about that on.
Episode.
Was it the last one we were talking about vacation days and people are yeah, man, because I save all my vacation days so I can have them off in October. I'm just like, oh man. That's,
last year I had to because we worked those Thursdays, so I had to use my vacations on Fridays.
Yeah. Well, we're not working Thursdays this year.
That's good. So that'll be 2 extra. Well, also when I had the issue with my phone last season, so I had to take other extra days off to go get my phone fixed.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. But you haven't missed it. Yeah. Thank you.
Take Squish.
Well, I've already got it all booked out now, so I can't really do that. But Maybe. I mean, we can, every so often I'll take a bunch of, like I took Ronnie and Zach last year. We can, maybe alternate that or something. Cause you got to go. It's fun to go at least once, you know what I mean? And see it. Cause when you walk in, when you're like us, you truly love Halloween and you like what we do.
Yeah.
You go in and you're just like, holy shit. Like this is legit.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One good thing, though, is with the zone leader team, even the ones that are going for the classes, we communicate very well with what we learn, our notes and stuff like that, and we derive, like, the training classes from that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, there's been a couple times where some of us either haven't ever been to one or couldn't make it, or we have different classes, and we all kind of collab, and that's what makes us, a good team.
Well, and I agree. And that's the other stipulation. Like, if we bring you to Trans World, you're going to take seminars,
You're going to learn.
Yeah, there's got to be something like, but sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's not. It's like, I don't know what to put them in. You know what I mean? But other times they're just stocked full of classes. But the classes are great. We went to ones before called Haunt Con.
That was so much fun. Even
Yeah.
if you couldn't go. Well, I mean, you were there, but as a doll.
I know, right? It was. Well, I went the year before. That was the last year you weren't a zone leader.
Yep.
And then the year became a zone leader. My father-in-law passed away. So, long story short, my wife just wasn't ready to be alone. Yeah. So I was like, no, I'll stay home. It's no big deal. And inside, I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I want to be there for her. But at the same time, I was like, oh, fuck, I want to go to New Orleans. Right.
That was the last year they did Haunt Con.
I know. And then everybody got COVID. That was COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2019.
Right before. No, that was the beginning of 2020. It was right before COVID.
Oh, yeah, it was in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Wow. Fucking hated COVID.
Yeah, it was a good time. Jen and I went to the little dollar store right by our Airbnb and got a little Vic doll.
Yeah.
And you went to all the classes, all the events with us. We called it Voodoo Vic.
Yes, I remember hearing about it.
There were pictures, too.
I hooked you up with a fat Airbnb.
There was a pool. We jumped in.
That's what I heard, yeah.
George and I, well, Jen didn't. It was too cold.
Yeah,
George
of course.
We jumped in a pool in January in New Orleans.
Yeah. That's not bad.
It was a good time.
New Orleans is a fun-ass city.
Granted, the area that he put us in there was cops constantly shooting.
Hey.
It was rough.
When you don't know a city completely, it's kind of hard to... It looked nice on the pictures.
Of course it did there.
The house was nice. The
Yeah.
area, not so much.
I don't even think the first year we went, because that first year we went was me and George and Jen and Danny. And I don't remember... I mean, that wasn't a horrible neighborhood. We walked... Because we walked to a couple different places to eat.
I think we went to breakfast one time we walked. It wasn't very far, but it was fun.
Yeah.
That was the morning that we missed the class.
Oh, yeah. I can't say nothing.
It wasn't our fault.
Yeah. That one, I think it was I don't know what night it was, but Jen and George and Dan got me totally drunk. And I could not get up. And here's the thing. I remember that class was supposed to be haunted houses and historical places. I'm like, oh, I got to take that. That makes sense to take. You know what I mean? So I signed up for that class, and it was like the first one of the day. It was like 10 in the morning, and I totally blew it off. It was just like being in high school again. Just blowing off that first class,
Oh, we were up and ready. It just, the Uber was slow, and we missed it. Just didn't make it there.
Yeah.
But we were in one Uber that we thought we were going to die.
Yeah.
Like, that guy was driving on sidewalks. He was, like, trying to we were all, like, stuck in the back seat. There was, like, 3 of us. And I was like, well, if anything happens, ain't nobody getting projectile out the front because we're stuck in here. Like, it was a little car, and it was...
Wow.
We were terrified.
Nobody sat up front with a guy?
Danny did.
Oh, Danny. Oh, you guys made Danny do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, they had the Halloween Expo in Las Vegas this year. And I was like, God, man, I need to figure out a reason to go to that. But the Halloween Expo was the big thing right outside. You remember at Haunt Con, they had like Haunt Con in the convention center and that was Halloween Expo.
That was just all like the Halloween costume.
It's like Halloween store stuff, so it's like, it really doesn't really do, but it was in Vegas. And Vegas is awesome.
He'd come back and be like, darn, I didn't know that it wasn't what we thought it was.
Yeah, I figured this would be kind of what we'd want to do. No.
It looks good on paper.
Yeah.
It's still a tax write-off.
As I was just going to say, it's still a write-off.
Yeah.
Vegas is so much fun. I told someone we went out there last time, I was like, I'm so glad I didn't come out here in my 20s. I don't think I'd come back. I might have just stayed out there, because it's that much of a fun city.
I want to go to Vegas, but you'd laugh at me for why I want to go so
Why?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why don't you tell us?
Because I want to go see the Backstreet Boys.
Cirque du Soleil? What Backstreet
I want to
Boys?
see the Backstreet Boys.
Where they still play?
They have a residency at the Sphere.
At the Sphere?
They did, but now Metallica has.
I was saying Metallica just announced.
Backstreet Boys are still playing. They just released their summer lineup.
How does that work? How does the Backstreet Boys get a Sphere residency?
Watch the videos. It's awesome.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, sorry. The Backstreet Boys. Come on, Allie. You know who else I heard they were saying Tool's going to get a residency there? Now that is perfect. They're like the perfect band to play a venue like that because they're so visually,
Well, the Backstreet, a lot of theirs are too, especially like their Millennium album.
The Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Jesus, here we go. I never knew that, Allie.
They are musical geniuses.
Everybody makes fun of me because I'm a Swiftie too.
Well, yeah, but
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Listen, here's that whole thing, and this is related to Vegas. So, I don't listen to that. I mean, I don't discredit anybody. Talented, obviously, she's a talented person, but I'm not into it. So I'm sitting there in Vegas. We're like literally checking in. We stayed at the Luxor. It's the pyramid one, which was kind of cool. Like the elevators literally go up like this. They go it's kind of weird to get used to. But anyways, we're getting ready to check in there. And they have these giant screens all around I mean, they're huge. They're like bigger than this wall. They're massive, these giant screens. And they would show these different music videos on these screens. And they just kept, I guess it was Taylor Swift, and it was just repeating over and over again. What was she saying? She was saying, shake
it off.
Yeah. It was just that's all she said throughout 90% of the whole song. And I'm sitting there and after about, 5 minutes, I was like, what is going on up here? And they're like, what? Who is this? They're like, that's Taylor Swift. I was like, this is what everybody makes a big freaking deal about? This?
She has different versions of her music.
Oh, come on. I'm like, okay, now, you know what? Whatever.
I'd watch Britney Spears when she was in a residency too if I could have went.
You know who was had a residency at the Luxor when we were there? Carrot Top. We didn't go see him, but
I saw Chris Angel at the Luxor. It was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was a good show.
It was fun, man. All those casinos and everything are just so cool. Mm-hmm. And the shows are badass. I don't care.
I've never been to Vegas.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We went to the Zach Baggins Museum. Did you go to that?
Nope.
That's one
it
of the
wasn't
ones
open
that I
when I was
wanna
there.
Oh, you got to go to that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big paranormal thing, but he's just got so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like Ed Gein's Cauldron. He has that, and it's you're not allowed to take pictures of anything.
That's like when we were in New Orleans, we went to the Museum of Death. You couldn't take pictures in there either. That was cool.
I asked the tour guide lady, she goes, if you have a question, just, and I kind of walked over, I was like, I have a question. She's like, what? And I go, can I please take a picture of that? She's like, no. And I was like, no, let you ask.
That's
She's
right.
You did know. And I was like, I know, but I thought you might be cool. I was wrong. But yeah, they had well, if you know anything about cars, it's the transaxle of the car that James Dean wrecked.
Oh.
So he had that Porsche, whatever it was, and this would have been in the 50s. So it's an antique already, but it's the one that James Dean was driving. And I guess they took that and they used it in something else, and then that guy died in that car.
Yeah,
so it was like a cursed transaxle, I guess.
Yeah, the theory is that it's cursed.
Yeah,
I believe.
And they have that, and it was all behind glass, and they had this it was basically a head, and when you go in to see it, they kind of send you in just a couple at a time, and it has this it's in some sort of encasement, and you walk around it, and you can kind of look at it, and it's all just and they go, but we do ask you guys don't talk while you're in here, because this is somebody's final resting place, blah blah blah, and we're just like, okay, whatever. So walked in, I was like, bro, I'm like, just, oh, shit, I totally did. I just totally forgot about all that. My buddy looks at me, he's like, I'm like, sorry. But they have a ton of cool stuff, and then they have a little attraction in there, a legit. I mean, it's animatronics. They don't have actors or anything, but it's still pretty cool. It was fun. We had a good time. That was probably one of the most fun things we did there, was going to that.
I know when we went to the Museum of Death, they had like death masks for a lot of celebrities and presidents, and they had like letters from the Unabomber. And,
I love that. That's awesome.
Like there was all kinds of stuff, and like there was a section that it was like just death related, and then there was a whole serial killer section. Like there was Manson, there was like everybody.
Kind of the same thing there.
And it was huge. I think you went back to the back, and then there was like a theater that just showed on-screen deaths.
Like Faces of Death type stuff?
Kind of, yeah. It was like just, you saw people like getting hit by cars. You saw them like actual footage of this happening, and it was like a theater stuff, and it was...
Yeah. Yeah, he had Jack Kevorkian's van. Like, you could like legit get close enough. I like stuck my head in there and I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
They had his, the machine that he used to help people pass over at the Museum of Death.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I never did go to that when I was out there. I was in New Orleans twice. I never got to go to that.
I bought a shirt while we were there, and it like I like the tarot and stuff, and it was like the serial killers, the tarot. Well, I went back to their website to buy more, and they're like, well, we don't sell them anymore because the artist that did them was related with like some extremist groups. Yeah. And I'm like, I just wanted the shirts.
Right.
So I looked at eBay and I'm like, I'm not paying that, but they were really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you see all sorts of cool shit when you go to those conventions, you know. Haunted houses in particular.
Yeah.
You know.
Went to the ones out in St. Louis. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go to that one again. Apparently he redid the whole thing, so it was like, it's the last time they're doing it, allegedly, so we'll check that out.
That was the bigger one that we went to last time?
Yeah.
That one was there. He had some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he had some pretty cool stuff.
It was.
His clown area was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. Like, dude, there's something everywhere in that.
No matter where you look.
No matter where you turn, there's like, it's legit.
And it just keeps going. Like, probably every prop imaginable from every convention was probably in there in some way or another.
That's awesome.
Like,
it's pretty cool.
He had the scents, and he had just everything going on. It was fun.
It was good. He did it right for the most part. But so, what was I going to ask you? Oh, Squish.
Yes.
So I was going to ask you, because I kind of know, like, where you kind of came from, but is Blood Prison the first time you worked at a haunted house?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just crazy. And I tell everybody, it's like, dude, my actor of the year is kind of not a rookie anymore, but like, I think the first year you were on the top 5.
I won an award. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, so you kind of took to it, fish to water type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it? Do you have fun?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I've always wanted to do it. I just never was able to do it with my work schedule.
Yeah.
So I finally got into a position where I could do it, or I thought I could, and I emailed. And then next thing you know, I was sitting here talking to Jen, I talked to Jen, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I prefer it that way.
Yeah, right.
Talk to her. No, and then...
So from here, what do we do?
Yeah. Yeah, Jen's going to take over.
Yeah.
Get out of here. So your second year with us is when you won Actor of the Year.
That was my first Actor of the Year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the third year, was that last year?
Last year was my third year.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
So 2 in a row, and you don't get that very often. You know what I mean? So whatever you're doing, keep going.
I'm going to keep trying.
Dude, I want to come and see. I only see the videos. I see the videos because I never get a chance to walk through anymore. It kind of sucks. But
hey, you need to come through.
I do. I knew. But when I walk through, it gets different. Like, especially like you or who's the one at the front? Dustin. Dude, every time I walk through, he like just picks me up.
Light you up.
Yeah, and just like take me. I'm just like.
I think Dustin won Most Intense one year.
He did, yeah.
He earns it.
He does, yeah. Yeah, he's out there for sure.
One thing I like about working with Squish a lot of the time is like I can give him advice or like kind of like acting prompt type things, like stuff that we've learned, and he takes to it and then puts his own twist on it. And the next thing you know, he's going above and beyond what I, kind of showed him. And like he doesn't like to stay stagnant with what he does. Like every year it's like, I want to come up with something new. Like what do you think we should do? And like, and I like that with actors. Like if you're going to, give me your 110%, I'm going to do the same thing back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm going to help everybody, obviously, but the ones that really, show initiative are the ones that really make it worthwhile.
I love the ones that say, I'm just here for the money.
Ugh.
Those are the best.
Those are the ones.
Like, oh, okay, well.
Those are the ones that last like a weekend and then they're gone.
Yeah, I don't do this for the money.
Yeah.
No.
Never have.
No.
I think our first year we made like not even 25 a night.
Now that was the old guy.
I think even when you took over.
No, we raised it up a little bit, but because I talked to someone that worked on his crew and I was like, what did they pay you guys nightly? Like, oh, but $25. I'm like, all right, we'll pay him 30. Yeah. So we'll pay him $30, but we've steadily increased, and then certain people get more for certain things if you do, I pay you a little bit extra and stuff like that. But we try to do it, and here's the other thing, with all like the food at the end of the night and stuff like that, the actor awards. I've told it was a while ago, but I was like, if you guys want more money, then we'll do that. But then no food at the end of the night, no more actor of the year awards, no more actor of the night awards. And they're no, fuck all that. They're cool with it, you know what I mean? And I want to do those things. I want to pay you and feed you, you know what I mean? Because it's like I just think it gets lost a little bit, you know what I mean? Because like the actors, especially at the old haunt, like they didn't get paid at all.
Oh wow!
It was like we basically fed them, and now granted we only needed like 20 actors to run that attraction, and we could probably run it on 15, you know what I mean? But the ones that would show up was like, we gotta do something for them, you know what I mean? So we'd feed them, and it wasn't like this where we're getting 35,000 people a season. Right. We got like our biggest year was 10,000 people, and we thought we were the shit, the cock of the block, if you will, you know what I mean? We're like, we did almost 10,000 people. Should we do that in two weekends here? Yeah. So it's like, it's just how that is, but it's fun.
It is.
It's fun, but I know Allison by the end of the season is ready for the break.
I do. I mean, I love it, but I also love it when it ends.
Yeah.
And that's obviously we both work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And I think this last Christmas haunt when I got pneumonia was the first time I've ever missed any days at all for the haunt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That is the first. And I was even going to come in, but Jen's the one that was like, you're going to stay home. You're going to get better. And I'm like, okay.
That's weird, though, because after that happened, Jen came to me and said, could you believe Allison's not going to be here? She like legit called off. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. She goes, she's sick.
I had the doctors when I had pneumonia. Like I had pneumonia and pleurisy in my lungs. And
I know. I'm picking on both of you. So Squish.
I don't believe anything he ever says.
Yeah. So Squish, what's great about having Allison as a zone leader?
So, like she mentioned earlier, I've come to her and said, hey, I need help with this, or help me get better. And she does. She absolutely says, I see this is what you're doing. This is what I think you could do to be better. And then she'll watch me do it and say, okay, that was great. Let's do it this way too. Or, gives me pointers, gives me tips. But most importantly, she just believes. She believes in every one of us.
That's good.
I think that makes a huge difference.
Well, and I think where she came from too, kind of, is the proof's in the pudding type situations, because she acted for a couple seasons before she became a zone leader and did great. You know what I mean? She was on it. She always scared. She didn't stop. There was never I didn't have to worry about Allison taking a group off. Or at least I never caught her doing that anyways. No. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's easy when you got those, and you're the same way.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely bright spots, and, everybody that we've had on, because I've had, Dawn and Candy and Megan bring people on too. You guys are the last ones.
Yep.
And
we were supposed to originally be the first ones, but life.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, I get it.
Life.
I'm supposed to get a tattoo on Saturday. Life. Now I can't. But guess who took my spot? Someone actually filled in already.
Who?
The one off camera. Yeah.
You move your feet, lose your seat.
I get now. Of course, she threw it in my face when I came in. Her and Holly were in there. It's like, guess who I'm tattooing on Saturday? I'm like, not me. What are you talking about?
Say anything.
Yeah.
I have on the 14th.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Tattoos scheduled.
You don't have any scheduled?
No.
I'm scared for my next one. It's my inner thigh.
Ooh.
Inner thigh?
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Jesus.
I'll do it, but I'm just gonna complain the whole time.
Well, that's how it goes.
That's the way my ex-wife was.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Here we go. I know your ex-wife.
Which one?
I was going to say, which one are we talking about? Do you have more than one? The first?
one.
Okay, the first one. I don't know your first one. At least I don't think.
No, you don't.
No, okay. All right. Let's. All right, changing subjects.
Yeah.
They all know you're going to be on this and going to watch. You son of a bitch! How dare you talk about me, son of a bitch?
It was a joke.
Women have that, like, women can, you son of a bitch. Leave my mom out of this, bro. What's wrong with you? Come on. That's not a cut on us. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, that's like, you're like totally, yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
That's what exes are good for, just giving you shit. Well, I guess even your currents are probably like that too. Allison, how much shit do you give your husband?
A lot.
Yeah. I think we bring it on ourselves though. Think so? No? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I do. I don't.
Guilty.
Yeah, it's like I'm like that with everybody. You know what I mean?
We give you shit all the time.
Yeah. It's just the way the world works.
I came prepared to give you shit.
Listen, every now and again, I'll give him shit, and then I'll like a few minutes later, I'll think about it. Like during the cat's party,
Yeah.
When I came over, I was like, "Fuck us," right? And I walked.
Oh, I
past,
know.
And I was like, "Oh, that he probably thought I was serious." I was like, "Oh, too far."
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't a big deal.
That is like, I always forget somebody at the cat, and like, it's never you guys, you know what I mean? But it's like, you guys are like I think of you guys as like, you're kind of just ones, I'm just used to you guys so much, so you should know.
Well, the last two cast parties, I've been sober, so being up on stage has been terrifying for me. So,
Yeah.
like, I was okay you forgot us this year.
Yeah, the cast parties are always fun. The very first,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't the first, yeah. I think it might have been the first one. We had an open bar.
That was a good time. That was my first time drinking
I
after I had my
just missed that one.
It was the last one.
I bet.
Yeah.
It was 2019.
And I go, well, no more open bar, because when I have to stay back and clean up somebody's barf,
Ooh.
then that means, no more open bar. So that ended quickly. Now it's a cash bar and beer and wine.
I somehow came home with an unopened like hard cider in my hoodie after that party. I don't know. I don't know how I got it, where it came from.
Yeah. Yeah, the cash parties get a little wild.
We went out for margaritas beforehand, and that was the year with the chicken tender.
Chicken tender.
I shoved down my shirt. I came in with a chicken tender in my shirt.
Oh.
Because I hadn't drank in like 2 years, because I had my son and everything with him. And so they nicknamed me Chicken Titty.
I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do remember that. I think
almost fell off the stage. Jen caught me.
Was Jen got you? Jeez.
There's a picture. There's proof, too. It's fun.
So, Squish, just so you're aware, this isn't Allison's first time on the show. She was on one other time with us.
Right.
And I had her and our dearly departed George with us. And we talked about how she barfed into her...
That always comes up.
How she barfed into her backpack.
I did.
Because we went to an escape room up in Akron. And the guy who owns it, John Eslich, was super cool to us and basically just let us drink.
There was an open bar.
Yeah, that was an open bar, and we were doing picklebacks.
And there was an escape room, and every time you would solve a puzzle, he had picklebacks lined up.
Yeah.
Nice.
He went in there, and
Nice.
we were just like, oh, man.
And then they put me on the back of a short bus on the roads in Akron.
Yeah.
When you're used to riding in the middle of the short bus.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we were bouncing around, and I just like burped and right into my backpack.
Yeah.
No one on the bus.
That's resourceful. That's resourcefulness.
Jen knew because she was sitting beside me. And then they're like, oh, we're going to go to this Mexican restaurant. And everybody got like margaritas and stuff. And I'm like, I'll take water and some chips.
Yeah.
Which
Because nobody knew.
He's the one that told me to chug the drink before I left.
We were leaving. And she still had like this much left in the drink. And I'm like, just chug it. Let's go.
Well, it was supposed to be a shot, and they made me into a whole drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Didn't turn out well. Well, not for her backpack anyways.
I don't have that backpack anymore. It
I
tasted
would
like,
hope not.
or it smelled like pickles, and because there was breakfast shots, so it was maple syrup and pickles. It went straight. I tried to clean it, and it went straight in the trash.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? You got to have those stories.
It was a good time.
And it was fun. We had a good time aside from her barfing into a bag.
I'm a retired party girl. I don't bring her out anymore.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I don't drink hardly at all.
I don't at all anymore.
I had a drink at Ink. Have you worked at Ink? You've worked at Ink, haven't you?
2 of them.
Okay. I don't remember, dude. You got to, it's nothing against you. I just have no memory. I'm old. But I had a drink at Ink with Rita Haney.
Nice.
And she, like, If she's like, hey, we're doing okay.
That's what we're doing, yeah.
We're doing it. It's just that's how it's got to roll, So that was the last time I had a drink, and the time before that, I don't even remember.
It'll be kind of nice this year for Ink because I don't have to be here stupid early to work, and so I'll be able to actually drink in the crowd.
Oh, so you are going to drink?
Well, because I'm not working Ink this year.
Oh, that's right, you fucker.
I have tickets, so I'll be in VIP.
Hey, who's gonna lead the basement? Who? Dawn. Oh, Dawn. Oh boy, she's gonna fuck you guys all up.
I got a chainsaw. I'll fuck her up.
She's gonna have you guys going sideways. That's not what Allison says. I don't care.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be good.
Yeah, because I have tickets for Sonic and Ink.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, my best friend, her dad is hunts with Danny Wimmer's cousin, so she gets free passes.
Well, la-di-da.
Yeah, she got free VIP passes for both events, and so we're going.
There you go. Sonic and Ink are two. I mean, they're so different. Have you ever been to Sonic or Rock on the Range?
Nope.
No? Well, it's so much bigger, so it's not like people on top of you the whole time.
Okay.
So that is kind of nice. But there's not as much to do at Sonic because it's basically just like the regular vendors that we see here and food vendors. And they do have this thing called, well, at least they did before. The hell's it called? It's called the dive bar, where they just basically make a dive bar. It's basically just a tent, but they set it up to make it look like an old rickety type shed. Oh. It's pretty cool, and you can go in there. And we went in thinking, okay, we'll get a cheap drink. No, they're still the same price. Everything else, you know what I mean? But it's kind of a cooler atmosphere, and it's air conditioned, so you can walk in, but it's always full of people.
This is the first year I'm not working Ink. I have always worked. Even the year that I was pregnant, when we did the roamers,
yeah,
I still worked, and so it's gonna be different.
Oh yeah, when you're at the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we rotated out the booth and inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be.
You even worked the year you were knocked up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was hot.
It was.
That was hot as balls.
It was very hot
that year. Jesus.
Gets hot in the basement. That's
I was gonna say. You guys are hating life down there, and
I'm used to it.
Yeah. Remember Carl in the basement when he would always get hot?
It's because he was technically in the freezer.
Yeah.
And the freezer, for some reason, was the hottest portion of the basement altogether.
It was set up like a freezer, and we bought these mini AC units to try but it just didn't work. Yeah.
I came through the one time, and he's like, "You're about to have a naked freezer, man, if it doesn't get cooler in here now." And I'm like, "Don't get naked."
Carl. Not that kind of hot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
But it was hot in there, it was.
But Ink is always fun to work.
It is. It's fun, and
I feel bad for the basement. I've said this before, because when we get the VIPs in, most of them don't go to the basement anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just and I offer it. I tell them, I was like, hey, we got another section if you guys want to go. No, we're good. And it's just
the Pretty Wild came through last year.
Yeah.
So
but
that was kind of cool.
They just came in.
Yeah.
That wasn't something that was scheduled. They just came in.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so that was cool. And but Corey Taylor went through the basement and
fun.
Phil Anselmo went through the basement. They wanted to. They were like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I'm gonna try. I don't know any of the bands this year, so
watch the one time that I'm not working, you're gonna have bands go through the basement.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so. Then I'll be like, haha.
I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, it was going to these concerts this summer is kind of a break for me. Mm-hmm. Not that I mean, working both jobs for the last 10 years, I wanted to take a summer and just kind of enjoy it. And I can't be it's always hey, do you want to do this? And I'm like, well, I have a haunt thing.
Yeah.
And so, and I mean, even if it's little stuff here and there, don't get me wrong. I love being a zone leader. I love doing what we do. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to take a little bit of time and be like, hey, my best friend and I are going to this concert. We're going to have fun going to, this festival. So
yeah.
This is kind of like a vacation for me.
Sure. Yeah. You get one.
Any more and you're gone. Vote you off this island.
Aside from Halloween season, what's your busiest time? Oh, incarceration. Yeah. No, it's cool.
I mean, I'll come through.
No, oh yeah, I'm sure you will.
I've been through obviously as a zone leader, but I'll come through during Ink. I've never seen the house during Ink.
You know what's funny? It's basically the same thing, but you can always tell in the videos because we'll shoot video because I'll have people here shooting during Ink, and we always look at the Ink footage compared to the season footage, and it's girls in leather shorts and
The customer base is way
it's
different.
so different. You're just like, I mean, it's kind of the same, but they're just dressed different, and a lot of it's just,
Like, I always warn the actors that haven't worked in ink before. I'm like, you're going to see a lot of boobies.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's going to be a lot of pasties come through.
Yep. X's.
I was
Yeah.
like, we usually haven't done touch passes for ink. And I'm like,
No.
don't worry. You won't have to accidentally grab a boobie.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the boobies aren't where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And like, if you would have grabbed them,
Gravity.
when we're like, hey, grab their arms. And next thing you know, you're grabbing someone's chest because it's over here.
Yeah. No, we figure with the alcohol consumption at ink, probably a better idea not to do touch passes.
Yeah.
But
And people are usually very sweaty,
Yeah.
and suntanny, and
Yep.
someone has a fresh tattoo, you want to grab them, they're like,
That's
you know,
horrible.
there you go. No, and the funny thing is, though, ink doesn't, we have so few problems at ink, even with all the alcohol compared to season,
Yeah.
you know, so there's that.
For 3 days compared to 22.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that people that come through at ink are like either way out of towners or actual diehard Halloween fans that want to come through and see the stuff, because we're competing with a lot of really big bands out there for them to come through. So
That's why we only do afternoon. That's why it's like that. Because a lot of people's like, you're not open at night? It's like, no, dude. Like, I'm not going to compete with Slipknot.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Are you crazy? No one's going to be in here, you know? So that's why we do it that way. And it works out for you guys.
Right.
So you can come and still see the last 4 or 5 bands.
Yep.
You know, when you get in free, you get free parking. You know, it works out, I think.
ink is so much fun, but so exhausting.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, they do so much advertising for us that it's like, it's such a good trade-off. I mean, it's not really a trade-off, but it's one of those things that makes ink better than Sonic, in my opinion. Because Sonic, you'll get bigger bands. You know what I mean? Like Metallica was there last year to 2 days.
Right.
You know, ink doesn't get big bands like that, but they have a haunted house. They've got tattoos. They've got prison tours.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then they've treated us so good. You know what I mean?
Remember the first when it was still Ink and the Clink, and we had the
Yeah.
like the skit where they were doing the suspension, like with the hooks in the skin and everything.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah. Did you ever go to an Ink and the Clink?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yeah, we went to those two.
Yeah. Those were like, that's just seeing the difference. Like Ink and the Clink would get like 5,000 people a night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you know, that was about as big as it was. Well, it might have got, no, I think the year that In This Moment was here, it was like 15,000.
Yeah. And that
So-
was big.
And that was like, we were just like, wow, look at all these people, you know?
Now they extend the parameter and everything. I was joking.
Jen over there coughing. Trying to do something here.
You shouldn't have said that to him.
Yeah. Get that banana.
It's a mint.
Oh, my bad. So, Squish, what has been your, like, what season has been your favorite season so far at Blood Prison?
Probably my second season.
Yeah?
Yeah, last
Why?
year, second season was a lot of fun because it was a brand new scene. I had brand new makeup, brand new costume,
Yeah.
and I kind of got to make that scene my own. So anyone that ever walked through it got to see my version of it,
Yeah.
and it became, in my eyes, my scene.
Yeah. That is your scene.
Yeah, so that was my favorite season.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Do you like running the chainsaw?
I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Dude, it's like every time I'm at the end and I'm going to talk to someone in the cafe or at the gift shop or whatever, I'm sitting there talking, it's like, brrr, I'm just like, God damn it. And then I always hear, does he have to go so far up the steps? I'm like, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
This last season, I didn't go up the steps hardly at all.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Well.
Every now and again, I'll get like a call on the radio, and I'll be near his scene,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to like run because all you can hear is the chainsaw in the background.
Yeah.
Or like when he goes to break, I'm the one that gives him his break because I run the chainsaw, and there'd be something happening, and I'm trying to run the chainsaw, and I'm like, just a minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
So when you started, you had the like that skin mask
Yeah.
that they'd cut so you could get your beard in and everything. It was really cool. It looked great. But your makeup now, the makeup they do on you,
Absolutely the best.
dude, it is
It
so
is
good.
insane.
It is so good. Do you enjoy wearing the prosthetic?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's easy to take off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so realistic and believable looking.
Yeah.
But then I can just peel it off the top of my head and
Right.
go on and clean up very easily.
Yeah.
So
It looks so good too. When they first showed it to me, I was just like, I don't know. And they're like, well, but it makes sense because, and they told me, like, all right, let's do it. So they did it, ran it. And when they first put it on you, I was just like, dude, that's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
His contacts bring it to life too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Contacts help.
I mean, it really, it's like the whole ensemble. You know what I mean? With that, the contact lenses, and just everything you got going on from the costume.
Yep.
It really works. And a lot of actors, you know, that's one thing that, you know, I don't act, but if I did, like regularly, I would try and force my way into contacts and stuff like that because it really just adds another layer. You know, some people can't wear them. I don't know if I could do it or not.
It's not bad.
It's an adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear the big ones, though,
I wear
don't
the
you?
big ones,
Yeah.
I just wear normal ones because my eyesight's so bad. I have to wear prescription ones.
Right.
So my colored ones are still prescription.
Yeah, those, we gave you like those lizard ones, didn't we?
You can give them to me now. All the contacts I've gotten, I bought my own.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He has a love-hate relationship with contacts.
Yeah.
I really do. My first season, I was the butcher.
I'm coming running through and I'm checking under. He's like, I lost my contact. I'm like, well, where is it? He goes, it's okay. It's in my mouth.
It fell out of my eye into that skin mask and then landed on my beard. So I picked it out of my beard and I saw it. I was like, oh shit, that was $80. Put it in my mouth, held on to it.
Until his break and went, put it back in.
She got me. No, I didn't put it back in. I put it in a water bottle.
Yeah.
With some water in there.
That was
Yeah.
the most random thing an actor's ever told me. I
Yeah.
lost my contact. It's okay. It's in my mouth.
I got it right here, though.
Yeah. Just chewing on it.
Do you wear the teeth?
I tried.
Yeah.
But I couldn't talk and I couldn't. I was just drooling constantly. So I'm like, I don't think that's a good look for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can't do the teeth either because for some reason I can't enunciate on the radio.
Yeah.
You would never be able to understand what I'm saying.
We get that a lot with Candy. It's like, nobody can understand Candy. I'm like, I understand her. What are you talking about? She has teeth. She wears teeth, doesn't she? Yeah.
Her and Megan both do. Megan you can understand perfectly with her teeth.
Yeah.
But she's worn them for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when you go that far, like, you know, teeth, contacts, plus everything, it's just like, it just really brings everything to life. It just makes it more, it seemed, yeah, it just
full character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. I love watching it. I love watching everybody get their makeup on. It's just to see, you know, just seeing it all get done and the airbrushing techniques and everything. It's so good.
One of my favorites I think we've done with me was this last Christmas. We did like the frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was very odd for me because my fingers felt like they were all like stuck together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it looked like all my fingers were froze off. Like I had like,
Yeah.
it was cool.
That did look really cool.
I did, yeah.
And I got some new dialogue I got to play with, which my character doesn't do a whole lot of dialogue because for some reason I can't think of it on the fly.
Yeah.
But with that makeup and stuff, it just came natural. And I was just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you don't really need to. Yeah. You know, a lot of times you don't have to say anything. You know what I mean? You can just make a noise or hit the chainsaw or
I don't have to talk.
Yeah.
But you do, and sometimes it's really funny.
I do.
Yeah.
Like someone will come through with like green or purple hair, and I'll have the chainsaw running, and I'll turn the chainsaw off. It's like, what kind of experiment are you? Like,
Yeah.
you know, character voice, growling and stuff.
Right.
And you know, or someone has just a funky haircut, and I'll say, you know, another failed experiment, just like me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's got to be. What was the hardest part for you? Was like just coming up with things to say. I mean, I'm sure she helped you with some things, but like, you know,
a lot of it's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I tried scripted lines for a while, but it just felt so old. It just felt like I was repeating myself over and over because we're acting to a different crowd every 30 seconds, every minute.
Right.
So if I'm saying the same thing every minute or every 30 seconds, it got old quick. So that's when I kind of devolved into, I don't need to talk because I've got a fucking chainsaw.
Right.
So
yeah. So what was it? Was you always in the butcher room? Yeah.
I was like the butcher room, and then it became shipping, and that's I've been in the same room.
So what was it like the first time that first giant group of 20 to 30 people got all caught up together and started coming through?
A bit of panic.
Yeah.
A bit of panic because you're like, holy shit, there's a whole staircase and there's people lined up on it.
Yeah.
But I just went back to the basic training we were given and never break characters, always act.
Yeah.
Try to scare them out of here and do the best I can.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always where people kind of get blindsided once we get to like week 2, week 3, when we really start running heavy. you know, and it's just like, all right, we're sold out almost till 10 o'clock. So it's going to be one of those nights, you know, and so we're going to pump them in. But that can be, like you said, that can make people panic, give them a little anxiety, you know, because it's the longevity of continuing to act and doing all your stuff while that giant group of people are going through. We had that one, it wasn't that big, but we had some issues in the basement in Cryo this year where it was just like some lady had like fallen down the steps.
Oh, jeez.
And like it was, we stopped people, but it was like to the point where it's like, we got to start running or we're going to be screwed. So we started running people, and I'm kind of just hiding off in the shadows. Allison's just sitting there doing her thing.
What we did was I placed my actor at the back of the room. So, like, the paramedics were here. So she was on the boxes, and they were over here. So I positioned myself in front of them so they would come down the stairs. And if they would look, I'd be like, rubbernecking or something and keep them moving. If they had a touch pass, I would toss them over to Richard just to keep them moving so that way we could keep flowing. I was like, we can't stop this.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Because that was like the worst spot for her to have that happen.
I know.
And she finished the haunt anyways.
Yeah, she did. We told her, like, dude, there's a door right here. Let's get you out. She's like, no, I want to finish. It's just like, you just barreled down these stairs. What are you talking about? But
everybody falls down that last half step in the basement.
I know.
And we warn them.
Yep.
There's like a light right above it. Like
we even painted the stripes in front of it. You know what I mean?
It never stops.
I still fall down that step.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah. That's good stuff. So, these last few shows that I've done with the zone leaders and their guest actor that they bring on, take a little stroll down memory lane and like to look at some photos and just to see like, you know, what we can pull up and what we can have. So hey Sarah, let's start with some photos here. So we have do you remember that day?
I do remember that day. That was 2 years ago this month.
Yeah. How'd you fare doing that?
I loved that.
Yeah?
That was like therapy for me.
That's cool.
That was like getting a facial, like a massage treatment.
Right.
Not that kind of facial.
I didn't say nothing. That's the other one's laughing. But I heard it.
No,
so
that was so relaxing. I would do that again tomorrow.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we got your prosthetic off. I think they sculpted it off that. So we covered you in alginate, I believe, and then the plaster bandage wrapped. As you can see in the photo, the warden's widow's actually helping out with that and everything. And then they pour the positive out, and then they sculpt on that, and then we run that as a prosthetic piece that fits perfectly on you.
Yeah, there's a concrete head of my head somewhere in this building.
Oh yeah, it's downstairs in the mold room.
You guys got plastic capes? We didn't get plastic capes for ours.
Why?
We almost fully molded my whole, like it went down like almost it was almost a full upper body mold for mine.
I don't know why they did that.
Because we were the second group. We learned it.
I was the second group.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Well, yeah, that's what happened. Like there's a there was a picture of mine too that there was the mold all the way down. Like it was.
Jeez.
Right. Yeah, we ran those and hung them on the wall in the men's room. And then somebody wrote for a good time call.
At least you got it now and didn't get it when I'm like, older. And then I can be like, look, those used to be mine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was a fun day, I think. I came in for part of it, and when people were under, I would just kind of like take pictures of them.
Or draw on the faces.
I'd draw on or take a picture with them. And Candy got really nervous with me being there because I'm always grabbing her weenus and touching her hair.
I feel like you bring that up in every show now.
Yeah, I do. I love messing with
weenus.
Candy. Yeah. Be jacking. I tell them jacking the weenus. All right, what do we got next? The makeup.
Yeah.
That we talk about.
That was second year, I believe.
Yep.
Because those contacts were one of my favorites.
Yeah, those look great too together.
Yeah, with the green makeup, yeah.
Yep.
That's a lot of lube on your head.
Yeah, that's fun fact for the audience watching. The reason my face is shiny there is because that's personal lubricant.
Yeah.
We brush it on nice and thick, and it stays shiny.
Melissa taught me how to put it on, so I was putting it on to help her.
Oh, here we go. Like you didn't know.
Yep.
It was a good time.
No, that is so cool. Because you guys do it in blue sometimes, and I was like, what? And then I saw it, and I was like, oh shit, no, that's
the blue
good.
looks really good too.
It does.
We have another actor that's in the room with him that I had suggested that we do like almost a mutant fish look for her, and I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've done that. They've done it.
They did?
With Dory, yeah.
Oh, well, which is funny because her nickname's Dory.
Dory.
Yeah.
Like Squish and Dory. There you go. They just do such a good job of like, because it's molded off of, you.
Yeah.
The way it fits your face and the edge lines, how that, it really looks like the lizard guy behind it is coming out, or your human makeup or human disguise is coming off. It just looks so good. I really dig it a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
They've done a makeup before with, actually they took pieces of his prosthetic and tore it up.
Yeah.
And did my makeup with that. So
gotcha.
So it's like versatile and can be used for other things too. So
Right.
It's pretty cool.
It is. It's killer. Yeah, it is. It's so cool. And then is that season?
Yeah, I believe that is season.
Okay.
I don't remember what night.
My phone's ringing. I hear it in the background. Turn your ringers off.
Yeah,
No, that looks great though, and yeah, I just love how far the makeup's come. It really has, and I think this year was like super cool with like getting like how everything got done so quickly and everything. It was good, especially when you're doing something as as killer as that.
Right. Yeah.
It is super quick to get done too.
It only takes about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got it dialed in. All right, next one. Oh, there. Oh, it's kind of small. I had to crop it out. That is
one of the few pictures that exists of me without a beard.
I had to like dig deep into the Facebook photo gallery.
It's almost 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, the beard.
20 years ago.
The beard started
06?
in 2013. That would have been about 06, yeah.
Oh, wow. That is funny.
Yeah.
You said that would have been 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 15.
And?
I was 30.
I was 15.
I mean, I was 25. No, that's funny because I remember it was like, dude, when we did the headcast, like, man, come on, let's shave that beard off. Nope, not happening. I'm just like, can we do that? Yeah, we can do it. All right, fine.
Said it from day one. I'll do anything for this haunt except shave the beard.
What is your like? Do you just like having it? I mean, what's the beard obsession?
It's my personality now.
Yeah.
Like, some guys have a Corvette or a Harley. I know I have a beard.
There you go.
Yeah.
Weave has a beard. Weave also has the big beard.
Weave has a great beard.
Yeah. Do you know it's his personality? You know what he calls his beard? The saddle.
I was going to say that live on the air, but I didn't. So
that is the saddle, he says. I'm just like, well, okay. All right. I bet you haven't had a lot of people sitting on that saddle, but go ahead. No, I just had to pull that one out because it was, again, I'd never really looked before. I was like, oh, there's got to be one. So I'm like scrolling back. I'm like, well, look at there he is, babyface Matt.
Yep.
All right, what do we got next?
Oh, the first season.
There's the original.
Yep, the Booty Short Butcher.
Even that's cool though.
That was pretty cool.
It was.
It's just that the blood was a lot to get cleaned off.
Yeah.
The top of my head was all bloody.
Yep. But it still just looks so good though. I mean, for that room and everything.
Yeah.
It was really, and your beard and it just, dude, it was so cool. So cool. And the contacts. You're sporting two different ones there.
Yeah, that one, the one on my left eye there, or the one on the left is a blind contact. You can't see out of it.
Oh.
So I put it in, took that picture, and then I think I got down to my scene and was like, oh, I can't act in this. I'm going to run into shit. I'm going to
No, you don't need
get
that.
hurt. So I took that out.
Yeah, that is cool. But the prosthetic is, like you said, probably better. You breathe better. And,
Oh, yeah.
even though your mouth isn't really covered in that, but it can be hotter too with those latex, because that's a latex. I believe that's a latex. Now, is it an appliance or is it a mask?
That was a mask.
Yeah, okay. But it looks killer. Good shit.
Yep.
And your big chainsaw. That's the only thing about the chainsaws too. I wish we had ones with those. Will start every time. That's why we got those.
Right.
But the bars on them aren't huge. You know what I mean?
Well, they make the bar that has like the bicycle chain that goes around it.
Oh, there you go.
Those?
Oh, no, I've never seen that.
I'll find it and send it to you.
Yeah.
I've been wanting one for years.
Hell yeah.
So it looks more like a real chain.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll check that out. All right, what do we got next?
Was that Sunday of ink?
I think so, yeah.
Because that was the only
That's a
day I
good
kept
one.
my makeup on.
That was
You look so happy.
That was me with
Squish.
my scary dog privilege.
He just looks like he's gonna kill Allison. He's got the Jason Voorhees
Well,
shirt
I was-
on.
It was more like I was protecting her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just flaunting around, having a great time, and he was just my scary dog behind me.
Yeah. I don't know. Is the picture flipped? Is that why it's like that? Because it's a selfie? Because it looks like your prosthetics on a different side than the original picture that we saw.
Yeah, the picture's flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one is the blue one.
Yeah,
and
that's
if you
the
can
blue makeup.
Yeah, and it is cool. It looks great.
That was his last ink.
That was this past ink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact, that same night, coming down, we had to come back down to the basement to get our bags and everything. And candy, because since we like shitting on candy all the time, I peeled that prosthetic off and just threw it at her. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was soaked with sweat from the entire day, from getting it put on at like 11 o'clock in the morning and then walking around the festival. And about 9 o'clock at night, I threw it at her.
Yeah. Ugh.
Sorry, Candy, I love you.
Yeah, I bet she appreciated that.
She did not.
You've done that before during season too. You had your prosthetic on and then an old used one over it and then just peeled it and threw it at somebody.
Threw it at her.
All right, what do we got next?
Oh, that's so old.
This is an old picture. And as you can see, I blurred out a couple faces because I was unsure if they would I didn't know if they'd want to be in like me to show them on this, so I kind of blurred them out. Thank you. That is at some haunt. We were at a haunt. Where were we?
That was originally Lessons in Fear that turned into
yes.
Mohican Haunted Schoolhouse. That
Yes.
was their Easter event.
I remember that event. Yeah, I do. That was
They were fairly new.
It was real new.
But we still had a great time.
We had fun. We always have fun. That's over in Perrysville. That's John and Flo's haunt, and they've been on the show. They've been here early days, and they've grown a lot. They've that haunt has come a long way since its inception, and they've changed the name, but it's good.
Since that picture, there's only 4 of us left.
Yeah.
There's me, Jen, Dawn, and Ronnie.
Yep.
That's all that's still here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm there.
You don't count.
See me,
You don't
but I'm
count.
right. Look though,
You don't
look,
count.
I'm there.
But what's
You don't
even
count.
funnier is like Dawn and Jen came with you from Mad Effects.
Yeah.
Ronnie and I started with you the same year too.
Yeah.
Like we both started
Paranormal
when
Penitentiary, yeah.
they first moved over.
Yeah, that was and I keep saying we got to do this more often. It's about like you said, life. It's really hard to get away sometimes, but we always had fun when we'd go do. We went to many. We went to that
did.
one and Factory of Terror.
We haven't been to Factory of Terror in a hot minute.
It's been a while.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
I still have the picture of Factory of Terror during a Christmas haunt. Jen doing snow angels in their bubbles.
I remember that. Yeah, they had all that bubble. It was supposed to be like snow.
I think
It was a lot.
Yeah.
the only one that I've ever went to that I was absolutely terrified, I believe, was a Haunted Hydro, their foam event that they did.
That was horrible.
I was legit scared for my life. Like, there was so much foam, like, you couldn't breathe.
Oh,
Like, we
wow.
were, like, moving it out of our... You lost your phone that day.
I lost my phone, yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was in my pocket. And, yeah, she's right. You would literally have to go like this in order so you could have a space to breathe.
Like,
Wow.
we had to turn around and go backwards and just kept moving it like this because there was just so
So they
much.
just fill the whole haunt with foam?
Yeah, I talked to Bob Turner. Well, not the whole haunt. It was like the last...
This section.
Yeah, the last
okay.
section of it. And it
Okay.
was like... But you walked in, you're like, oh, what's going on? Next thing you know, it's just like... Because you're like sucking in the foam. I had a sore throat for like 2 days.
It was. I had like little towels afterwards you could buy to dry off. I still have it at my house.
Yeah.
Like, it was the one time I've ever like legit feared, not for my life, maybe even, but it was.
That thought
It
crept
was
in your mind.
It was real fear.
That's
like,
a different kind of fear, though.
Yeah. Because you like legit could not see.
Yeah.
And you didn't know like where the exit was. Like, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go forward? Where the
or
am I
how much
supposed to go?
longer you were gonna be in there.
Yeah. So
or-
you're just like, and then I remember, I think Weave was with us.
Yeah.
And I basically tucked in behind him, like, because so like him walking through was like cutting the
cutting a
tunnel.
path,
You
yeah.
know what I'm like, oh, don't fart, Weave, please, because I'm like literally behind his back,
And
just
you
trying
came
to stay
out like
breathing.
soaked,
Yeah,
bet.
you were just yeah.
and then had to drive home.
Yep. And you guys didn't you guys like blow a tire on the way there or some shit?
I didn't.
Somebody did.
It was probably Dawn.
It might have been. I remember. But I remember talking to Bob because I had lost my phone, and I talked to him, and I was just like, well, he goes, well, we'll find it, and whatever. So I went back to Fremont like a couple days later to get it. And I was talking to him and he goes, yeah, we'll never do that again. That was like, he might even, because I had him on, he might have mentioned it then too, but they weren't exactly sure how it worked. They had an idea, but it just like, they like, yeah, we put way too much in. The next thing you know, it was like, oh shit. You know, so it just got to the point where it just got too much. It's supposed to be like just a round that you walk through, but it filled the whole room.
That's awesome.
It was cool. I mean, kind of.
After you got out, it was kind of like, oh, wow, that was...
Yeah.
I just went through that.
Yeah, you're just like, woo.
It was like a relief, but...
Dodged a bullet.
It wasn't the type of fear that we're used to.
Yeah. We're used to that normal fear. And then people in there knew me, and that's when Jeff Stover was still alive.
Yep, he worked.
And he worked there at that event, and he told this guy who was like, God, I don't know. He was huge. He was like 6'4". I mean, he was massive. And I'm walking through, and he just fucking grabs me. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to touch. And he grabbed a hold of me, and they had this little like cubby hole that had this cutout that I could see out of. Dude just like stuffs me in there, and I'm like, I grabbed a hold of his hand. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he like pushed me in there, and he put his big ass against it. And I'm sitting there trying to move him, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm stuck here. And then he sat there, and he moved, and they got out of the way, and I went back. I went past him, and I saw Jeff. And he was like, yeah, I told him to do that. And I was like, yes. Come on, man.
I think that was one of the first events I remember Katie Lane acting at, too.
Yeah.
And getting to see her in action.
Yeah, she was there. Yep. But yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, I blurred a couple faces out of that. Do you know who the blurred out faces
yes.
are?
Yes. I do.
Anyways, next picture.
I was pregnant right there.
Oh, yeah?
I was.
I just figured we'd show some of those early makeups.
The teeth.
I know, right? That's what drew it in right there.
So,
and the fact that Dawn's not even wearing makeup.
The funny part about that is that was when Dawn literally lost her tooth.
That is the other reason.
I thought that was the tooth she lost.
It was. And so
I was so mad at her.
We blacked mine out to make it's even funnier now that she's got it fixed. We had my son's birthday party at a like black light event. It glows completely different than the rest of them.
Yeah.
It was funny.
That's so good. Yeah, we talked about that the last time. I was just like, I was so mad when you fixed your tooth. She's just like, I'm like, that, I mean, that was good. You had a lisp.
There were so many tooth jokes.
Oh, man. It was just like, come on. And you had to go and fix it. Yeah, that was funny. I just saw that picture. Again, this is off of some of your stuff.
That was Ink one year.
Yeah.
He said I was probably 7 months pregnant.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. I told her, I was like, aspirin is perfect.
Yeah, keep it between
He's
your knees.
Right between your knees. Just hold between your knees.
He's 7 now.
Yeah, that's just crazy. He's not.
He is.
He's 3.
He's in first grade.
All right, what do we got next? More good makeup shots there.
That was one of our very first years.
Yeah.
And that was before we even had like a prison theme, and I had used that costume at my normal job. And we had all dressed up as like inmates, and I'm like, I'm going to wear it to the haunt tonight. And it worked, and...
Yep. That was the smear blood all over her face year. Done. Your makeup's finished.
That was a lot of the makeup themes. And it was always the scab blood, so you would like stick to yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know I'm not skinny. My chins would stick together. Like, it was so bad.
That stuff is just sticky and just horrible. It looks great, but it's sticky and just bad.
And then I would go through so many bottles of conditioner getting it out of my hair.
Yeah.
It was rough.
But we've grown.
We've come so far.
We've come so far.
There are some nights where I do curse at Melissa because the makeup, whatever they use or whatever color, and I'm sitting there scrubbing and it's not going anywhere, and she's laughing at me. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're not.
Well, it's good, though, because I remember that first year, the way they would do appliances was like with latex, like this. And it's like you'd get halfway through the night, just come off.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and we came from that world because I worked at the effects shop and I knew what Prozaid was. I'm like, why don't you use Prozaid? Like, should we get some of that? Nah, the latex is fine. I'm just like, it's not working. It's not sticking.
It would be latex and then blood around the edges to make sure it didn't look like a prosthetic.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can tell. Look, see?
I don't even think I had a prosthetic on. I'm pretty sure that was just blood smeared on my face.
Just like,
literally.
we're get out there.
Her makeup cracks me up.
Yeah, I know. She still poses for pictures like that.
Well, she was a maid, I think, in that picture.
Is that what she's supposed to be?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's Dawn, by the way. She was on the last one, and she's the zone leader in the West.
And that is, yep.
And she was the zone leader in the West, I think, even that picture.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was still in East.
That's so
that was
good.
when the makeup room was still down in the mini.
Yeah, that was so bad.
It was so cramped.
I can't remember why we did it that way. I don't remember, like, why did we do it down there? Why didn't we do it in the East? I
think maybe they thought because the bathrooms were right there, people could
maybe
change, and
yeah,
they needed to wash stuff off. The first couple of years weren't exactly completely organized.
No, not at all. I'll admit that. All right, what do we got next?
Oh.
That was the last time Allison was on the show. And that's George.
That is George.
That's our boy. And we miss him.
Don't make me cry.
Yeah, I tell everybody, it's like, I can't, I still haven't watched any of that yet. I'll
get a little bit in and then I can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good memory to have, but it's rough.
Yeah.
It is. I'm glad we have that memory, though.
It is. It was fun. It was a good time. That was like the first year I did this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's an early episode.
It is, yeah. Yeah, we miss that guy. We've lost a lot, but it is what it is. He's got to move on, and that's what he would want. And
they've all been equally hard.
They really have.
And yeah. I've joked about it. Like every season, we seem to have lost somebody. I said, Vic, I don't know who you're sacrificing, but can we do not this year?
Yeah,
we're doing great. We don't need to sacrifice anybody to be even more popular.
Yeah, I forget who it was. I think it might have been Mike Tom. I was talking to him recently, and he had said something like, "Who's the last person that has passed away since?" I'm like, "What kind of question is that?"
I mean, it's valid.
What are you talking about? And he's like, "I guess I got out good when I could." I was just like, "Dude, come on."
We've had one every year.
I think 29 was it 29? There was one year we didn't. There was one year we didn't lose somebody.
Maybe.
I think it might have been 2019. But yeah, it just sucks. But I like to honor them. You know what I mean? I like to. You never forget them. I always plant a tree. And I got the certificates on the wall in the office, and I got all the, the things that you get at the funeral and everything. Because it's like a lot of it is. It's not that people are more important but it's always somebody like George, it's his own leader, or Country, who's been with us forever, and he was an actor, and then he was security, and then he was tech. I mean, it's like, so not that I want even a 1 year actor. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any of it to happen, but that's what makes. And George was hard too, because it was. I mean, they're sudden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we've had a couple people with cancer that we kind of knew was going to happen, but like George and Country, those were sudden situations, and those were just hard to deal with.
We even had our matching tattoos at that point.
Yeah.
Because him, Jen, and I all have our matching skulls of our original haunt characters.
Yep. Old George. We miss him, but he's with us. He's still here.
He is. Like that ink, you made me cry.
What'd I do? What do you mean?
So when we did the podcast, we were talking about Slipknot and George and I being in the zombie mosh pit together.
Yeah.
And then how they played Heretic Anthem over and over. And we're like, they didn't even play. He's like, well, maybe they'll play it next time. So we didn't know that next year George would be gone. Well, Slipknot came back, and we're standing in the crowd, and Vic's like, wouldn't it be funny if they played Heretic Anthem?
Yep.
And they come out on stage, and I hear, if you're 5'5", I looked at him, and instant bawling.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's George telling me he's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was, because they never played that song live. It was just.
Yeah. The last time they were here, they didn't play it.
I mean, that was, from what I had looked up, they rarely played it live anymore.
No.
And they came out and did that, and I was like, you're a dick.
Did they play it last year?
I think they did. Yes, they did, but we were already gone.
Oh, because I didn't get to see any of Slipknot
We
last
rode
year.
together last year to carpool, and it was raining.
It was raining, yeah.
And so we were like, we're out.
Yeah.
I've seen them, and we were going to the car, and one of my friends was in the crowd and said they did play it, and we were in the parking lot, and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I would have been so emotional again.
Right. Yep, old George. Miss you, buddy. What do we got next?
No.
So, for those of you that don't know, Allison served our country in the United States Marine Corps. Thank you for your service, Allison. And there she is right there.
I was 21. Look at that. It's an iPhone 4C. Or no, it's before the 4C. I think that was like maybe the 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one and I was just like, yep, that one's going up. That was like your bald one. I was just like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Or your no beard. That's happening.
I was a baby.
That was funny. In your picture, I think you had no beard, but you had hair.
I had hair.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yep.
But yeah, I saw that one. So, Allison, tell us about being a Marine. Where were you at? What'd you do?
I was in Okinawa.
There you go. Yeah.
I was an intelligence analyst.
Oh, shit.
So one of the big things that I tell everybody is I was there when the tsunami hit the Fukushima reactor.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was nuts.
And being on Intel, sorry.
Take a drink. Got a bunch of vodka in that thing.
No, that's water. Well, we would do briefs for the 3MEF commander.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's emotions or I'm joking over here.
Yeah. Get it together.
Trying. But we would report on what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Anything you could tell us that you're not supposed to?
not anymore.
Not anymore? That's all right. So what year was it when you joined? Like, was it straight out of high school or, yeah?
I left 3 months after I graduated high school because I had to get my braces off. And I came back in 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then was that, where, like, you were in Okinawa, anywhere else? That was it the whole time?
I mean, I went to boot camp, obviously, and
Where was that at?
Paris Island.
Paris Island? All right. So you go to boot camp and then they ship you to Okinawa.
No, and then you go to Marine combat training,
Oh,
which was in South Carolina.
yeah.
So I was there, and then I went to Virginia Beach for about a year.
How many years were you in?
Almost 5.
Almost 5 years? You miss it?
No.
No, not at all? She's like, hell no.
I like being original. I like being, me, and it's very cookie cutter. Like, this is what you have to be. This is what you have to do.
Yeah.
And I like the freedom to be an individual, and individual is not good there.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's reasons, I'm sure.
And I don't like running. I hate
You do the Shawshank Hustle every year.
I don't run. The first year I did that, I was also pregnant, and I don't run it. I run a little bit of it, but it's not like you have to do 3 miles in under 30 minutes.
So after boot camp and you go to Virginia, then you say you don't like running. Do you still have to, like, get up and do?
Oh, yeah, you still have, like, they're called PFTs or CFTs and stuff like that. And you have to be under a certain amount of time. Like, females had, at least when I was in, which obviously has been a while.
Yeah.
You have 30 minutes to do 3 miles.
Yeah, that's
a pretty steady pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's like 10
10-minute mile.
10-minute mile. Yeah.
I have little legs. And it's hard, and it's rough. So you have to do that, and you have to do so many sit-ups in like 2 minutes, and then you have to do like the flexed arm hang.
Yeah.
Which neither one of those are, I think, even a thing with them anymore now. They've completely changed things and changed the that was actually that picture. I have the female uniform on. They don't even do female uniforms anymore. They're universal for males and females.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah.
What were the medals you had across here?
One of them it's called a GWAT. It's for like joining during a time of war, which evidently they don't even give away right now anymore because we're not in a time of war.
Right.
There was a good service medal for going so many years without getting in trouble. There was ones for being over in Okinawa, and for every year that you were there, you got a medal, and then you got like a star, and then you just have, and then I forget what some of the other. I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long.
So was it culture shock going over there?
It was.
Yeah.
But I loved it. Like, it's such a beautiful country.
I
And
bet.
the people are so nice, and like there's things that happen there that you would never expect to happen here. Like, I think I lost my phone one time in one of the arcades, and I went back like the next day, and my phone was still in the bathroom where I left it. Like, no one touched it. Like, and
That's crazy.
Yeah, and getting to try all the cool foods and.
Yeah. So when you get out of high school, what made you decide to do that?
I didn't really have a lot else going on. Like, I wanted to, I guess, make something of my life and leave the town. Like, I didn't think I'd ever leave Mansfield.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna do this. I actually joined the summer before my senior year.
Oh,
And
okay.
I joined with some friends, and we all ended up going, and one of them just now got out, and I'm like,
Oh, made a career out of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're in high school, I don't know if it was that way for you, but like you always get all the recruiting letters.
Oh yeah.
I got calls. I graduated in 95, but I got calls a lot from the Navy. The Navy would call me a lot. And I remember I'm like, dude, I'm not coming in. No, I'm good.
Which is funny, which I probably should have went Navy because I was a medical, like a nurse aide when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So you think I would have went with like a medical field? I did not.
Yeah.
I was like, if I'm going to go, I'm going to be the best of the best. And then I had a bunch of people tell me that I would never do it, like that I would never make it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I did.
And you did.
For all the veterans listening out there that are veterans of the, the Army, Navy, and the Air Force, you guys are good too. I like that little dig. I wanted to go where the best of the best. I'm like, oh, here we
It's
go.
even funnier because we have we have actors that are like obviously veterans of different branches and stuff, and we all know what the inner banner or inner like banter is between the different services.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll give other like Megan was in the Army. I'll be like, you're just the Army, and she'll bring me crayons, like it because Marines eat crayons. Like it's just. It's fun that even years later that camaraderie's still there.
Yeah, sure.
That is one thing I miss about the Marine Corps. I mean, we have a camaraderie within the haunt, obviously, but Marine Corps camaraderie is way different.
Yeah, sure,
Like,
I imagine.
Like you're in a foreign country with a platoon of people that you're all away from your family. You're all away from your family for years.
Yeah.
And you build a family there, and that's all you've got.
Was it hard to come home on leave and stuff like that?
I never did.
Really? You were gone for that long?
Damn.
So I came home.
Were your parents like pissed?
Not really.
No?
I mean, after boot camp, I came home for my boot leave. And then I came home once after like MCT and then right before I went to Japan. And then when I went to Japan, I didn't come home. It was expensive to fly home.
Yeah.
And as like a Lance Corporal and stuff like that, you make decent money, but it wasn't, I was too busy having fun over there that I was like, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to stay here and enjoy it. I'll eventually go home, obviously, but I want to get the most out of being in this country, And I went to Korea, too, so.
I was just getting ready to ask you, did you go to any other places while you were over there?
I spent a month in Korea. I turned 21 in Korea.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't remember a whole lot of that. I remember being scared of the vampire deer they have over there.
Vampire deer?
They have
God, you got a dish on that. What's that about?
They have these little deer. They're about yay big, but they have these big fangs. You can Google it. They have big fangs that come out. And I was terrified that they were I got drunk on my 21st, and like my buddy was like guiding me up the hill by my pant loops.
Yeah.
And I was scared that Bambi was gonna get me.
Bambi.
We had one get caught in like the concertina wire around our camp. They like got caught in there and died. Like, and they scream. Like it was.
Yeah.
Like you can Google them. They're real.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna have to Google that.
You have to do it.
A vampire deer, or a deer with fangs.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
They have obviously they have a technical name, but we just called them Bambis.
Yeah. There was this Canadian girl that was here, one of the incarcerations, and I was bullshitting with her out there, and I said, "What are you doing?" She was like, "I'm just checking out the cobra ducks." And I was like, "The cobra duck? What are you talking about?" I thought it was like some weird thing in the water. She's like, "No." She goes, "I'm sorry, you guys call them Canadian geese, but they're not Canadian geese in Canada."
I call them cobra chickens.
Yeah, she goes, "They're cobra ducks." And why do you call them that? Because they hiss at you. And I was like, "Oh, all right."
Cobra chicken. I hate birds.
Yeah, that's
We're
true.
all aware that
Yeah.
we hate birds.
As a matter of fact, Jen, bring in the.
There one got into the makeup room during one of the acting classes?
Yeah.
And it kept like Jen has a picture of me like hiding behind a row of chairs because like I don't.
What do you think the bird's gonna do to you?
I don't know, but
I don't know. She says. Nothing.
I don't want to find out.
My mom's the same way.
You know, they say they're descendants of dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs, but the
So birds are dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs would still eat me.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom's afraid of birds too, so I guess I understand it a little bit, but I'm just like,
Doesn't make any sense to me.
yeah, I'm afraid of like, Nile crocodiles, that would eat me and not think twice.
But those are just not randomly as you're walking down the road.
Yeah, but those don't hurt you.
You're in Ohio.
A crow's not going to come up and eat you.
No.
You don't know that.
I guess not. I guess if I was dead, maybe.
You ever been chased by a rooster?
No.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's chased some
Just
cock.
kick it. Jeez.
Sometimes you got to switch it up and let them chase you.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Like
All right, well.
I've also been chased by a cobra chicken.
Do you eat birds?
Yeah.
Like you eat chicken, no problem?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's been well, I want to say if they're dead, I'm okay too, but that's not true.
Yeah. What about bats?
I like bats.
You like bats?
Those are sky puppies.
Sky rats?
Sky puppies.
Rats.
Yeah. We got a lot of them here, that's for sure.
I like
We get
bats.
rats all the time in the prison. Or not rats, bats.
Bats.
We don't have rats, everybody.
We have raccoons.
That is true.
We have raccoons.
Oh, yeah. They won't come out during the haunt.
Oh, darn.
But I remember that one time we were doing the build, and we were sitting out in where that picnic table is out there by the bullpen. We're sitting out there, and the door's propped open. We're just taking a break, and it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And this raccoon just walks out of solitary, stops at the door, and he stood up, kind of stood up and went, kind of looked at us, and we were just all sitting there looking at him like, he's just like, all right.
They have merch in the gift shop that are little raccoons because of the ones that have got in.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've seen those.
I don't know
Groundhogs.
I don't remember if you talked to Veronica about her story with the raccoon. That one's great. Like she said it was like a big old raccoon.
We might have. I don't
She was
remember.
in a cell block by herself with it.
Oh. I remember the one kid, we had him dressed up in a military type outfit, and this raccoon would run out during the haunt. You remember that, Jen? A couple years ago, it's like 2-3 years ago. Raccoon runs out, and he didn't know what to do. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
And he's like pointing the gun at it. And I'm like, it's a prop gun, bro. He's like, you know what? I just didn't know what else to do. He's just like, get back. He's got his little prop gun on there and everything. I'm just like, come on, man.
As if the raccoon knows that it's
Yeah.
Like,
Raccoon's like, oh shit, sorry, dude. Yeah. So I guess that they will come out. That's the only time I ever remember him coming out. I chased a groundhog into the west
they're
cell
big
block.
here too.
Yeah. And then it went into one of the cells and went into where the toilet used to be.
Oh, great.
Like through that,
Yeah,
and then,
so
just like,
I've had spiders scare me in the basement before.
yeah.
There's some big spiders down there.
Yeah.
So the way my scene is set up, I hide in a doorway and I look down the hallway to see where guests are coming in. But I keep I'm doing one of these.
Yeah.
So I'm looking down the wall, and all of a sudden a fucking spider just crawls right up against. I was like, what the shit is that? So that was fun.
Guests walk by like, dude, there's some guy freaking out in this room. What's going on? Spiders, man.
I would see the guests before they see me, but
Yeah. That's
gosh.
funny. Old Tony used to talk about the spiders in here. There's brown recluses everywhere. Come on, dude.
Recluses with some
Yeah.
big spiders.
Yeah. There's wolf spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere.
You know they're big when you can see them with the haunt lighting on and you see them scurry across and you're like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
that was way too many legs to be anything other than a spider.
one of the girls in my scene was like, "Oh my god, it's a centipede." And I'm like, "No, that's just a projection. That's fake. Don't worry about that." She was legit gonna panic, and I'm like, "No, that's special effects."
We used to have, I haven't seen any in a while, but there would also be like feral cats
Oh
running around in the basement. Not the basement you guys are in, but in the sub basement.
yeah,
And we had found kittens twice. We found kittens twice.
oh wow,
Once was in like this big wood pile where we were building something like 2x4s.
yeah.
And the cat had kittens like in that wood pile.
Oh gosh,
And we heard them. We were like, what is that noise? So we walk over there and I'm like, oh shit, it's kittens. Well, the mom had, I don't know where she'd went, but she is coming back. And she's like, took off running. And we were like, oh shit. And we figured she wasn't coming back or whatever. So there's this kid that used to work here, like took kittens. Because we waited. We left all day and the mom never came back. So he came out and got him and took him home to his cat who had just had kittens. And he said that she had took him
fostered
in.
him.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's cute.
As far as I'm aware, anyways, I'm still convinced he had a python or something he fed him to.
Now
Allie's face.
that's where you lose me is snakes.
Yeah.
I am deathly afraid of snakes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We had a snake up until he passed away last year, but he was technically Dawn's, and then we fostered him, and then he ended up becoming ours.
Yeah.
And he was a 6-foot ball python.
Nope.
His technical name was Diablo. What did we call him? Captain Sexy.
Why?
I don't know.
really
I didn't name him. That was just always what I just.
6 foot. That's pretty good.
He was big.
Yeah.
And then
Was he able to be handled?
when he was younger.
Yeah.
Apparently, he bit Darian's big toe at one point.
Darian deserved it. I'm sure.
But he, at his older age, he got really grumpy. And
Yeah.
like obviously, when you have snakes, you take them out and feed them in something that isn't their home, so they don't associate being fed with their tank.
Yeah.
So we would feed him in the bathtub, and then as he got older, we would feed him actually in his tank because you couldn't even pick him up because he was just old and crotchety. And
Yeah. Try to bite you.
yeah. And I'm like, I would never hold him. I won't touch him. Or
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch him. Now he's buried, but but I wouldn't. I was like,
Yeah.
you're so pretty, but stay in there.
I've held many of those kind of, like, you go to the giant fucking things they have at those, like, aquariums or whatever, and they'd be like, yeah, you can hold them. I'm like, all right, sweet. I'd put one on, be like, dude, look at this fucking, it's huge. So a buddy of mine back home had a python of something. I don't know what kind it was. And I was like, dude, that thing is cool. And I went over to his house, and then I went back, like, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 months later. And I'd asked him, I was like, can I hold that, man? Let me hold that snake. He's like, no, I kind of screwed up. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I don't hold him enough. So he's not used to being held. So he gets real, like, as soon as you pick him up, he, like, comes after you. And I'm just like, oh, well, I don't want to do that.
No.
I don't want nothing to do with that noise.
Well, with Sexy's cage, we had the big tank that he had, and then, like, there was a built lid to it, and then we had cinder blocks on top because he was so big he would push it up and get out.
Yeah.
So we had the cinder blocks on top so it would stay down.
I gotcha.
He never escaped at our house, but the person that had him before us, which is Dawn's brother, had made the lid and the cinder blocks and everything so he wouldn't get out, because I guess he did get out for them.
Yeah.
That's bad.
People have always asked, you have, like, animals at the hunt, like snakes, and I'm like, no, because your insurance is high and it's just a hassle. You know what I mean?
You can do that?
Yeah, there's some to do. Yeah. Yeah, like, what's his name down in North Carolina? Eddie, at Woods of Terror. He always has that giant white
Big
boa constrictor python or whatever.
I see a lot of their, like, videos and stuff. That'd be one that I'd want to go see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. It'd be cool. Yeah, Eddie's pretty cool. He's a nice guy. But I've never been down there for that. But I've heard nothing but good things.
We need to do, like, a haunt tour.
We've been talking about it, but it's like, it's just hard to get away for that long to do it.
Right.
Because I want to go to Alan Hopp's haunt down in Texas, Dark Hour.
Yeah, I've done a lot of his classes, and a lot of his stuff that he talks about doing is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And even the off-season events.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's got it. He's legit. He has everything going on right. 13th Gate, I'd love to see that one in Baton Rouge.
For sure.
That one looks so cool. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I wore one of Alan Hopp's props for like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
My giant hook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one that he made.
Yep. No, Alan's great. I had him on here too, and he's like, I see him every year at Trans World, and he's just super nice guy. He's real friendly, and will just, any questions you have for him, he'll gladly answer them. He's definitely one that's.
His classes are absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Everybody loves taking his class.
And it's not that any of them are ever boring, but his are very, like, humorous and engaging and stuff like that, and a lot of his information's still credible. And
Absolutely. Yep. But you won't know that this year because you're not going.
I mean, I got,
Loser.
4 or 5 years worth of classes in.
Yeah, that's true.
Still have more than some of the other ones going.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there you go.
Technically,
Well, yeah. Some people going this year is like the first time.
Who?
I mean, other people that are
Oh,
going, or
let's
second
say-
time maybe.
Out of all the zone leaders, I think I've been the zone leader the longest out of everybody. I mean, obviously Dawn was, and then did security and came back.
Well, yeah, but
But when it comes
current
to
tenure, you've got yeah. That's probably true. Dawn, you, Candy, yeah, Megan, yeah, that's probably right. You like zone leading better than being in a scene?
yes,
Make the night go quicker.
So it's not just that, but I like working with the actors, and I think I've said it on the last one. Seeing a new actor that can, like, even like your first year or so, seeing someone come in and not know anything about it, and then them taking the advice that you give and running with it, and then eventually becoming actor of the season or winning actor of the night or just stuff like that, or to see them shine and have fun, it's so rewarding for me. Like, I love being the trainer. I love being able to show them and teach them from my experience and stuff like that.
That's
and
cool.
It's one of my absolute favorite things, and I think I'll always love doing it. It's exhausting, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I run around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah.
But and I tell the actors, I'm like, treat your room like it's real. Like, sometimes they never know what I'm going to come through doing. Like, every now and again, I'll come through with a random prop that I maybe found on the floor, and I'm acting with it and showing them that you can act with anything. And it makes them, sometimes it breaks up the monotony of the night for them too, because in between groups they can get a little giggle at me. And it shows, like I said, it's leading by example. And I like doing that.
Oh yeah. Squish, what are you going to tell a first-year actor or a person that wants to act, never acted before?
First-year actor, never acted before.
Yeah, what are you going to tell them?
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's why we do this.
There you go.
We do this to have
Perfect
fun.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's so easy to get burnt out if you don't have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes, like, every now and again I'll be in a room, and even with the conga lines, I can act like you're interacting with the room if they're backed up, and then come back and scare them again. And
Right.
there's been times where the lights have come on, and I've had to go into actual, like, management mode and been like, stay put kind of deal, kind of still staying in character. And then the lights come off, and you go right back to scaring them, and it's like the lights were never on. They didn't see you in the, the daylight.
Yeah. Which has happened down in the basement.
A lot.
Few times.
I'm hearing that on the radio earpiece. Lights are on in the basement. God damn it.
I have a couple actors that are in certain rooms that they know when the lights come on, run to the light switch, flip it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because people see a light switch and they're like,
Yep.
and we can't tape them, so I usually put like a cloth over them, but they still seem to grab them. And
yeah, we gotta leave at least one, because we gotta turn the lights off for the night, or turn them on so people can get out and then turn them off.
at the end of the night, I always turn them back on so the techs can turn everything off. And that one, like, if I try and keep it covered, but that's probably the one that everybody usually hits.
Yeah, at the end or the front?
At the end, because there's no one there to stop it.
Yeah,
or stop them.
Or the ones that pull the fire alarms. Those are the other ones that I'm just like, and it's always in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Once we figured out what was setting off the fire alarms, when I was like, hey, there's this switch in the hallway that is not taped and it's usually taped, we didn't have it happen again.
Yeah.
And it was like the basement was the only one that had the fire alarms go off.
It had in Ink one time. I remember that when that was just like, oh, come on, man. Because that's even more chaotic.
Yeah.
When you've got everybody in the building, it's just like,
and I also have to watch the basement if we don't get too much fog, because if we get too much fog, it's going to set the fire alarm off again.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line between, enough fog and too much.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on.
Absolutely.
It's always fun to sit and talk shop with some of my people, you know what I mean? And I've been wanting to do this with you guys for a long time. Of course, Allison's been on before, but love having you back. And what are you guys looking forward to this season? Don't everybody speak up at once.
It's still early.
Yeah.
We still got the act. I'm excited for the acting classes this year because I have some ideas that I kind of want to, like, obviously interacting with the rooms and stuff that I want to.
Yeah.
Because for some reason all year I'll text him and be like, listen, I've been thinking about this, and you're like, dude, it's like 10 o'clock at night. Why are you thinking about the haunt right now? It's February, and I'm like, it never shuts off.
No, exactly.
Our brains are always running.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm gonna text this to you now so I don't forget.
Yeah.
That's my version of writing it down, or I'll send it to the group chat and be like, y'all remember this? Remind me of this later.
Squish, have you ever thought about working a different area?
I wanted to, and I got to last season. I got 2 nights.
Yeah.
I got to try.
Oh, up at the house, wasn't it?
Well, that was for Christmas.
Yeah.
Got to the front of the house for Christmas, and then I got to be the preacher in the church for one night during.
That's right.
During season, it was fun, but it did make me miss my scene.
Yeah.
It really
you're good.
did.
You're good where you're at, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it gets a little, it's the same old song and dance routine, but
right.
It's a damn good song and dance. So.
And it was weird not having him in the basement for that night. It was just weird because every now and again, like, who takes their breaks when, and kind of you get him in a routine because I have a schedule that I keep, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna go and come back, and then I have somebody else there, and I have to reshuffle everything that I do, and I'm like, don't throw me off like that. I'm proud of you, but don't do that.
Yeah. Well, we love having you guys here, and I'm very grateful for the years that you guys have put in so far, and I hope we have many more. You know what I mean?
You're stuck with me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd love to hear that.
I said you'll drag me out.
Yeah. But, I mean, I get it. Everybody, we lost Veronica this year. She said she's going to come back and here and there, but she was around for like 9 seasons.
Yeah. And,
even you being here, this will be 4.
This will be my 4th.
I mean, that's awesome. You know what I mean? If you can get 4 to 5 years out of a person, it's like it helps, because, I mean, the turnover is kind of high in this business, but, I love having you guys on board for sure.
I feel like even if I ever step away from acting, I'm still going to want to do things behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just be involved.
Yeah.
So, I'm not good at anything but acting, so.
That's fine.
Yeah. I couldn't be on the build crew. I couldn't do anything like that.
Yeah, you could be on security.
Not with that
I could do security.
You could do security.
I could do security.
Not with that attitude.
Wow.
Yeah, right. All right, folks. We're going to wrap it up for tonight.
Awesome.
Thank you again for coming. We'll do it again sometime. And happy Halloween, and we'll see you guys we'll see you in May for the Haunters Convention. So we'll be talking about that. We're going to have another podcast on that one. You not working that one?
Not working.
No? All right, we'll see you in May.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you in July.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, guys.